Good morning everyone, it's Sue. Hope you're all keeping really well. Today I just wanted to have a play with some packaging. So in my last mystery box I included some gold flakes in a little bottle, and this is all staticky in here and I couldn't get all that gold out of there. Unless I split open the packet obviously and scraped it all out, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to do that. I was about to throw these out and I thought, well, actually these could be used as a flip or something in a journal, just as a decorative piece mainly. So you could add more sequins, you could punch little shapes out and add them to the packets if you wanted to, but I just like how, I hope it's not too shiny, but how the gold flakes show. And because it's staticky, they do move around a little bit, but they just sort of stay in place within the packet. So I thought I might make one or two. I'm not 100% sure where I want it to head, but I just thought I'd turn the camera on and we'd see what happens. So my first thought is that I need to seal it closed. So I don't have one of those tools that heats the ends and seals it. So I'm going to sew around mine. I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I might go and do is just go and sew around all these little packets. Obviously I probably won't get all these done today, but while I've got the machine out I may as well sew them all. So I'll go and do that and then I'll be back. I've sewn around all of those and it's probably really shiny and there's nothing I can really do about it. But on one of these, the first one that I did, I sewed too close to the edge and it's come off a little bit, so I just went around and just did a messy stitch around the edge. So just trim that off. This one probably, because it's quite long, will have to be like a top flip or something like that. I sort of was having a think, because I'm going to hinge them in and I've sewn there, so I'm going to hide that sewing. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Just trying to think, do I keep a little bit of the plastic and hinge it that way? I might actually, because I sewed in a little bit from the torn edge from where the packet was originally open. So I'm just going to leave a tiny bit there so that it can be flipped and you can still see the sewing. So I'll just trim off the edges here and the excess thread. Just trying to think how I can show you this better. So hopefully you can see that a little bit better. So that does, the gold still moves around on some of them a little bit on the inside. So it's just something a little bit different way of using different packaging. I was going to do some zigzag on some of them, but the plastic's only fairly fine, so I just thought it might go right through the whole thing. So, and as you can see, hopefully you can see, I've left a little bit of a tab there, as I said, and I'll hinge it on my page there so that you can still see the sewing. Now, I'm not going to work on all of these for now. I just wanted to show you just a little, you know, look at your packaging differently. All sorts of packaging. So, for example, like I said, I was just going to throw these out, and it had gold in there, and I thought, well, why not? You could put it in a journal. I've got my junk journal here. Let's just have a quick look, and I'm going to decorate one of these and hinge it in here, I think, somewhere. I'm not really sure. So if you had an image, let's say something like this, you could hinge this in. See, that's going to be too big. If I use the plastic as the hinge. Anyway, let's just say we put this in here. Whether you can see, I'll have to stand up. It's probably too shiny. And you've got some gold elements over that beautiful picture there, and you can just then flip it to see what's, you know, properly under there. So it's only purely a decorative interactive piece. That's all it is. So I might just see if I can find another page, and then we might decorate one and put it in here, and then it's just an idea. So I'll just try and find a page. Okay guys, I think I'm just going to put it on either one of these. I don't have that many decorative pages, as in, you know, just an image that I could put it over. I think I like it on that one there, so we'll use that one. And it's going to hinge over the page. So on this side here, I do actually have a little journaling book here, but it's not going to impede that at all. I will just stick the washi tape or whatever I'm hinging it with there. So I think what I need to do though is, I'm just having a look here, the sewing has actually come through that a little bit. So I'm going to, it's torn the bag a fraction. So I'm going to just trim this down a little bit more, and I will put some, I think I'll use some Tim Holtz fabric, his linen tape, and use that to hinge this. So what I'm thinking though as well, I might like to put a little bit of decoration of some sort. So whether I actually add some flowers on here to sort of go over that, I think that's what I might do. I've got this pack of Uniquely Creative. These vellum die cuts, creative cuts, are available in my shop, and I'm just wondering what they will look like. So let me just grab some out. Oh, there's that beautiful bird in there actually. Let me have a look. We could put him there. Do I have a smaller one? I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with this. Something really simple. The bird, I felt, looked like it was putting its beak into the nest. I don't know whether I'm overthinking it. So just a little bit of foliage there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some tape though to actually hinge that. Okay. that on really crooked. I'm making this look harder than what it is. This is so sticky, this tape. Okay, so I'm just going to hinge this on here. And I'm going to have to also put some there. Which I don't particularly want to do because that's going to, you're going to see all that through there. So what I might do is I might just put some clear tape on there just to sort of hold that in place. And in my private journal and this journal here, I do this a lot actually. I just use like a clear cello tape just to do hinges. Just if it's, you know, if a washi tape or something's going to change the look of what you're trying to do and you want to add a flip, you can always just use just some clear cello tape, which is what this is. A little bit too much. That way it doesn't affect the look of your page. I'm just trying to find my scoring tool. So it's sitting up a little bit, but that once the pages are closed, the longer it's in there, it'll be pushed down by the weight of the pages. So normally I would cut away some of this white, but I'm not going to worry about it today because it's not too bad. So I just need to make sure which way I'm putting this on away. So there we have just a very easy flip. Now you could even put something over that if you wanted to. I'm not going to worry about that. It's more just an interactive decorative piece that I wanted to put on there. Let me just hold it up a little bit closer. So as I said, you can do, I mean, there's so much that you can do. It's as limited as your imagination. And you know, I might put some of these in my junk journals that I make. This is my private one. So I haven't done anything in this for a long time actually. So if you think that you might like to see some journaling in a junk journal, I mean, there's a lot of people that make the journals and they go, I don't know how to use it. Just let me know. I'm happy to do some videos within this beautiful book here. So that was just a really simple, well, was simple, but I made it look so much harder, idea. Have a look at your packaging a little bit different to what you normally would. You know, as I said, these probably I would have thrown away, and then I went, oh, they're so pretty. How can I use them? So I'm going to pop them aside, put them in my stash so that I can incorporate those into some of my journals in the future. And as I said, you can decorate them however you like. You can, before you sew them up, you can add some sequins, die cut pieces. You can make them your own. I just like the simplicity of them, and it's a beautiful interactive piece. So that's all for today, guys. I just wanted to share that little nugget of inspiration there. I hope you can look at your packaging a little bit differently and reuse some of it, because I know that I used to be really bad for just throwing packaging out, but I certainly look at it differently now, and we can upcycle it and use it in our journals. So I think that's really pretty. All right, take care, and until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye-bye.